Westwood Schools, and we're going to show you all what is being planned for this new bond project. And much of what's going to happen here is changes to the front of the school to add security measures so that it's safer for our students here at Westwood. So let's go take a look at what's being proposed.
Can I help you, sir?
Mr. Seeger?
Can I have you come in and sign out on the iPad, please?
Sure.
Hey Shelby, did that person come sign in?
No!
Oh no, we have another visitor runaway.
Alright, so I'm now standing on the elementary side where we're going to propose putting in new office space with windows and visibility. So anybody coming up is seen as they're going through. So right here is where the office will come out to. All of this will be windows so that the office can actually see anybody coming up. And where it's proposed to go is all the way over to this side. And this will be the new office space. When somebody comes in at this point, the office personnel will see the person coming all the way here and then get put into a secure area where they will have to buzz in to the office. At that point, they can then check in, do all the security protocol, and the office personnel will know who's here and why they're here before they're actually let into the building.
Mr. Anderson for the high school office.
Okay, come on in.
Mr. Grace, did you see that man come in?
I did not.
See if I can find him. He didn't come in.
Alright, now I'm standing at where the new high school area will be. We're going to bring this up to the front, and there will be all new doors and windows. One fun fact about this particular project is these doors and windows are original doors and windows from 1989. The new windows will be a 3M product that deters break-ins and strengthens the infrastructure itself in the window and in the door. Everything's going to be front-facing, and it'll go all the way this way and hook in and be front-facing with new windows. Again, just like the elementary side, the office space will have windows to see anybody coming up front. Once you buzz into the secure area, the office space will then be able to buzz you into the office, do our normal security protocols, and make sure we know everybody who's coming into the building. And before they actually can have any access to our students, they will be checked in, which will greatly increase safety and security for our school. On the inside of the school building, and want to show you about how the changes will impact both our safety and our students being able to enjoy our school much more. So where I'm standing is where the new offices will be. That'll be that front-facing secure area. As you can see now, if you step into this school building from the inside, you're supposed to go to the second door offices. However, you can't even see from the second door offices all the way down this hallway. So someone can walk in and go in the hallway without even being seen from the offices. But there's also some other great benefits to this project for our students. Here's where the wall will be. And as you can see, there's a triangle area over here in the commons. That's going to go back all the way up to here, which will greatly increase the space for our students to eat and enjoy the time when they're here in the commons. There will also be ADA compliant bathrooms over there, and we're going to take a look at what the current bathrooms look like just to show you why new bathrooms for ADA compliance is being proposed in this project. Alright, now I'm standing in the current men's bathroom here at Westwood. And there's a few items of why the new bathrooms are so necessary. First of all, as you can see, there's actually no changing tables in here. So people coming to games and events that have small children have to change in some other place. A couple of other items about this bathroom that is necessary to increase our space. These stalls are very narrow, and only one stall has the guardrails for ADA compliance, but even that stall is not currently large enough or wide enough for people with special needs or people who are in a wheelchair to be able to use. Increasing our office space, increasing our bathroom space will make this much more welcoming to all people for our school. Now I'm standing in what is the women's bathroom for our school. Again, we're proposing changing the bathrooms to increase more space and allow people more access. Here I am standing in the one place we actually have a changing table, but even this is not much space for people to use. It's also in the only bathroom stall with our guardrails. Once again, this is a narrow stall and it's not near enough space for people with special needs and those of us who are in wheelchairs to be able to use this effectively. We are going to expand the bathroom space to allow more welcoming spaces for people and increase changing stations so that everybody can feel welcome here at Westwood. Where I'm standing is where much of this new bathroom space is going to happen. As we talked about before, this triangle piece is going to be pushed back, and this is where the main bathrooms are going to be if the new project is moving forward. These bathrooms will walk in this way, greatly expand the space, and show everybody a chance to be here. And I will show it here on this board so you can see it a little better. This is where we're standing right now. And in here, if you come in through the middle, you'll walk in, and this new bathroom space will be ADA compliant, expanded for everybody, and allow anyone who comes here to feel welcome and safe here at our school. Now I'm standing in what is currently the in-school suspension room, or the ISS room, at our current school. This ISS room is really more of a multi-purpose room for students who need a break from the day or need to have a quiet place to study or meet with counselors or therapists during the school day. This room currently is not up to code for what it needs to be in terms of size. The new project would expand these rooms, make them larger, and allow for a more welcoming space for our students to go through the day if they need to be in here for studying, for some sort of reason to be out of school for a time, or for counseling and therapy sessions that they may need during the school day. Okay, now I'm standing in the hallway and we're going to show you what the proposed changes would do to the nurse's office. Here's where the elementary office is now. If a student needs to have nurses or medical attention, they come through this hallway and into the nurse station. The nurse station will be greatly expanded to help give our students more space. Believe it or not, about 100 students a day need to use the nurse station to take medications or to have someone here to help them when they're getting hurt or have some sort of sickness that they need to deal with. The nurse station will be expanded and allow more space for the students to use and to have for those types of events. Additionally, there's a bathroom in here that currently is not large enough up to code. That bathroom will get expanded and allow for our students to have more space when they're going through those times of sickness or injury. Okay, now I'm standing in the elementary commons where our elementary students come to get their food every day. They come down this hallway currently, they get their milk, they walk through this hallway and down, they get their tray, they move, we have one area for a salad bar, they can check out and then move through. While this system seems to be working, the new system will have a much better area of flow for these students. They'll come through, go into the kitchen, much like the high school already does, get their food, and then come back out. That way our students aren't all congregating in a big line down the hallway. There's also a hallway here where high school students who are coming for helping out the elementary as a high school helper, or in other instances where our high school students or workers need to be on the elementary side. Currently, if lunch is being served, that really makes it hard for the high school students to get through. It impedes flow. So here, what would happen is we'd have students going into the kitchen, back out, increase the flow for our students, and allow for a much easier day for everyone. What I'm showing you is the current elementary playground. This will also get improved by the new bond project. This playground is well over 20 years old, and the equipment is starting to show that. We're starting here with these monkey bars, and as you can see, the monkey bars end halfway through and don't even come over to this other area. These monkey bars also have rust and are beat up from 20 years of wear. When you come over to this side, as you can see, there's no safety equipment on either side of this platform. That will be updated. If you follow me now, so one of the main features of this particular playground set, especially when it was put in over 20 years ago, is this mage slide. This slide is the tall, fun one, but is starting to get beat up. As you can see, there's cracks in here and here. As part of being so old, they've tried to repair this using plastic welding and other types of band-aids over this fix, but there are no new parts for this type of equipment. In this case, this would be replaced. And this is one of the best illustrations of why a new bond project would be so helpful. This is original equipment that was put in with the rest of this particular equipment, and as you can see, the plastic is just worn down on these to a point where it's almost not usable. Our bond project would replace all of this, improve the slides, and help students be able to use this. And while we're here, the ground is also not ADA compliant. Students with special needs or in wheelchairs are not able to come out to this playground to be able to use it effectively. This would be updated so that all students are able to use the playground equipment at all times during recess. By way of comparison, I'm standing on what the new surface would be like for the entire playground. This surface is a soft, cushiony surface, but is also flat all the way around, so that students with special needs or in wheelchairs are able to still use all of the playground equipment and go over all of the playground during their time at recess. Now I'm standing in what is the Family and Consumer Sciences room. This is where students can learn all of the family and consumer sciences. And here I am in the kitchen area. This particular room does not have fire hoods, as you can see. What we were proposing to add in this new bond project are industrial-sized hoods that would have fire and safety measures to help make sure all of this gets vented to the outside and up through the roof. Now I'm standing in what is one of our science rooms. This room would be updated in many ways to make it more future-driven and more consistent with what students may see in a future lab or at a college level. So a few things that are going to be updated about these rooms. These lab tables currently are at a low level where students are sitting when they're working with chemicals or working with Bunsen burners or some type of item from these gas items. Standing up is a much better and safer way to do it. What they're going to do is move these lab tables back and against the wall and move them up so that students will be working here. Another great benefit of moving these back is it will increase the amount of space we can have for students to have in the classroom at the instructional level. Currently, we can't have as many students in these classrooms because of the size and because of these tables. Students have to sit at the lab tables, and it's not as easy to give instruction when they're there. So this would all get pushed back, expand this room, and allow for a much better instruction for our students at the sciences. Here I am in another one of our science classrooms. The proposed update here would do much the same as the other science classroom. It'll push these lab tables back against the wall and move them up so our students are messing with chemicals and with these gas burners at a standing position rather than sitting, which is safer for our students. Now I'm standing in our final classroom, science classroom, and this is a good illustration of how the new desks will look. They'll be much higher. But this room would also get an update, pushing these desks back to increase the instructional space. As you can see, currently our teachers, because of the instructional space, have to actually be sitting in what is the chemical shower. This would allow for more space in the room, more instructional space, and help make the room layout a much easier, safer place to be. So we covered a lot today on what the new bond would look like. And there's some things that also would be included in this bond project that we aren't able to show very easily, like the sprinkler system getting a major update. In short, the bond is needed to help make our school more compliant and welcoming for everyone, while also increasing safety for our students so they have a well-functioning school well into the future.